Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Jennifer's Lair. I hope everyone is doing great right now. Tonight I am going to be talking about some witchy favorites, my witchy favorite DVDs, and stuff that I've seen, some on Netflix too. So I don't really have the DVDs, some of them, sorry. And so we're going to get into this, and we're going to go through some witchy movies that are my suggested list of witchy movies. And they're not in any order, but actually this one here that I'm going to grab first is one of my favorites, just saying. Practical Magic. This one is like one of my favorite witchy films of all time. I love this one. And not only because Sandra Bullock, she is one of my favorites, favorite actresses of all time, but just because I just love the story. I love how it plays out. There's a little romance. There's a lot of mystery. There's, you know, a bad guy in it. And I'm not going to say much of anything else because I'm not going to give it away. But this is a good movie. You guys need to check this out if you haven't already. And it also has Nicole Kidman, and she is beautiful in this one, just like Sandra Bullock is. They're both very beautiful in this film, so check this one out. And I also recommend the soundtrack. The soundtrack is really, really pretty, and I do own the soundtrack as well on CD because, well, I'm that old. I'm sure you can find it on iTunes or Spotify or iHeartRadio. I'm pretty sure you could find it on some of those other things too. So check out the soundtrack and also check out this movie. It's a very good movie, guys. And here's the back side of the movie. So if you guys, want to pause the video and read what it's about, I can hopefully get it so you guys can read that. And yeah, this is a really good movie, guys. Love this movie. One of my favorites. This one here, I love this one too. Maleficent by Disney. Very, very good movie. So if you want to check this one out, this one I recommend as well. Very good. I haven't seen the second one. And I don't know if they've got a third one or not or whatever, but this is the only one I've seen, sadly. So I will have to buy the second one. I believe it's the second one. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below because I'm not really sure. But this one's the first one, that's all I know. And I saw this one in theaters with my goddaughter, actually. Me and my husband and my goddaughter went to this one during the summer. Wow, it seems like it was just yesterday, but it's not. This has been out for a while, but yes, very good movie, guys. Recommend that one. Halloween Town. Now, I've only seen this one and the second one. I haven't seen the other ones. I know that there must be a third and a fourth one, maybe. Someday I'll probably get to watch those, but I haven't yet. But I do recommend this. Very, very good movie. The next one is Hocus Pocus. Of course, this is actually on my list too. Some of these are going to be on my list. I'm going to do a list of recommended movies for 2020 for Halloween must-sees. I'm probably going to do this every year because around this time, because, things get added and then it's almost like an updated list. But some of the, some of these ones are going to be, they're timeless and they're going to be on the list. So Hocus Pocus is always going to be one of those that's going to be on this list along with, I'm pretty sure, along with this one. Because these two are, really good. I really enjoy these. So, but, this one is a really good movie, guys, and if you haven't checked it out, this one's safe for kids, at least I think so. I really like this one. So this one's always going to be on my list of what to watch. It's a really good movie, guys, and I love Binks. Binks is the cat, by the way. I love black cats. We have a black cat named Raven, so this is perfect. This movie is so perfect. And it's got Beth Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering her name, but there it is. I really love this movie, though. This movie is one of my favorites for witchy films. Then we have another one that would make it on my list of for Halloween watched movies as well. This one will cross over to that list also. It's called The Craft. And I really love this movie. This movie is so good, guys. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's a really, really good movie. It's an older movie, guys. I believe it came out in the 1990s, like late 90s. If I'm wrong, please, you know, put it down in the description below. Maybe I can tell you also, because there might be a thing on here. It came out in 1996. Does that sound right, guys? 1996? But I love this movie. You have to see this movie. So, and it is it is a little scary for kids. So, I mean, if you let your kids watch scary stuff, then it's not that scary, but it is in places. So, just kind of beware. You know, they might not want to watch this. It might give them a little bit of nightmares, but there's a lot of good actresses in this movie, so, like Neve Campbell, and, you know, I just love this movie, so check this movie out if you want to. One of my other favorite witchy films. Ooh, this one is one of my favorite witchy films, and this one also would probably cross over into the Halloween one, but I'm probably gonna do, like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but there's gonna be a lot on the list of recommendations for Halloween watching for Halloween, my favorites for Halloween watching during that spooky time, and also all year round, to keep Halloween alive all year round. So, but Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, is one of my favorites as well. This is funny. It's got some dark comedy in it, and she is hilarious. If you like dark comedy, and, you know, I kind of don't think kids should watch it. I mean, it's okay for kids to watch, but, you know, if you're strict and you don't think, you know, because there's some, I mean, it's kind of risque in a way, because she's not wearing much clothes in some things. So if you're not comfortable with letting kids watch that kind of stuff, I wouldn't recommend kids watch this film. But this is a good film, though. It is very funny. She's very quirky. I love how she plays this character. She's the best. She's one of my favorite spooky women, really. I do like Lily Monster. I do like the Bride of Frankenstein. I really like her as well. And I also like Lily Munster. I do like Morticia Adams. I just love them all. All the spooky women. And Vampiress. I love her too as well. But this one is a good movie, guys. And this one came out after she did that, The Mistress of the Dark. This one came out, Elvira's Haunted Hills. It's very funny and quirky, and she's just so fun. She just brings this character to life. Very good movie. You guys need, if you haven't watched this one, I would suggest watching this one first and then this one, because you will not be sorry. Very good movies. They're you know, she's one of my favorite witches, so. Five Girls. Now this one I picked up a long time ago. It was like in the $5 bin at Walmart, and I thought, I'm just going to check this out because it was about witches, and I'm thinking, this is pretty, I read the back and it sounded very interesting, so I picked that up. And it is really good. It's about these girls, they go into, like, they get put into the school, and they're the only ones in there, and the reasons why they're in there, well, is because of their witchy ability. And that's all I'm gonna say. You guys need to check this out, but this is a good movie as well, and it's very, it's dark. I wouldn't suggest kids watch it because it's kind of, you know, but this is a good movie, guys. So if you want to watch it, go ahead and, you know, give it a watch and see what you think. Another good witchy pick. The Witch Files. This one I watched with my mother-in-law last Halloween for the very first time. I had never heard of anything like this. What it is basically, it's a documentary. It's kind of like the film is made like it's a documentary by the witches themselves. And they don't really know that they're witches, and they're brought together. They're from all walks of life. And they're all teenagers. They all go to school together, but they're like, you know, there's a popular one, and then there's like a non-popular one. There's a goth one. There's like, you know, they're all different. They're all from different like cliques and groups. Well, this one thing pulls them all together. Then they quickly become friends. And that's all I'm going to say. You guys have to, you really have to check this one out too. This one is a really good movie, and it's made in a documentary type of way, like from the witch's perspective, if that makes any sense. But it was really good, and it just kept me watching. So, and it kept both me and my my mother-in-law watching, because very good movie. So I suggest this one as well. I also suggest Matilda. If you haven't seen that one, you should check her out. It's about a little girl, or well, she's basically well, not really orphaned, but her family doesn't really pay much attention to her, and she has, you know, some powers and things. And that's all I'm going to say about that one. And I want to say that I watched it on Netflix, but my mother-in-law has a copy too, so maybe I watched it with her. I think it's one of her favorite movies. My next one is Bewitched. Now, I really loved the TV show as a kid. I would watch that, and I would watch The Munsters, and I would watch the Addams Family a lot, and I would watch Scooby-Doo. I was one of those kids, but I also watched like My Little Pony and stuff too. And Rainbow Bright. I really enjoyed those types of cartoons too, but I really liked the spooky stuff. I don't know why as a child I really liked that stuff, but I picked up right away. And also, I mean, this is kind of personal, but I used to love Michael Jackson for some weird reason, and it was all because of Thriller. Like, Thriller was my favorite thing he did. And I remember having a poster on my wall of Thriller. I loved Thriller. One of my favorite things. So, I loved the song. I would get into it all the time. And it's actually part of my Halloween get-together playlist this year. Which I wanted to do a playlist last year, but it kind of fell apart quickly. This year, I don't really know if I'm going to do a playlist because I can't really do samples of songs or anything for you guys. If you guys want to hear a playlist or whatever, leave it down in the comments below, because I'm curious on what kind of videos you would want to see. And I do have a Spotify playlist, so I'm not sure if you guys could follow it or not, but maybe you guys could. And I keep adding songs to it as I go. So if you guys are interested in that, I will let you know. like what's all on my playlist. I have like, I think it's 72 hours. Yeah, 72 hours of music. I love music. I'm a huge fan of music. So, and if I could play it in my videos, I would for you guys without getting in trouble. But I can't. Copyright sucks, but whatever. Anyways, this is Bewitched, and this one's another film with Nicole Kidman. And this one's just a really funny comical type of film. So it's not scary. But it is funny, and it's supposed to be based on the TV show, and I think they do a pretty good job of, you know, I kind of like, oh, excuse me. Ooh, I've had a long day, guys. Was up, didn't sleep very good last night. Was up early because me and my mother-in-law, we went Halloween shopping at Bath and Body Works, which the video should be up before this one, or maybe in between, vice versa. It might come out after this one, so just check and make sure you keep checking. I'm hoping to get it up soon, but I recommend this video, this DVD for witchy movies. Teen Witch. Last year was my very first time watching this one. I had never seen it before. And see, me and my mother-in-law, we go online and we look up, like in Google, we look up like movies from, you know, the 90s or whatever, you know, because we're trying to mix it up a little bit and try to get like new stuff with old stuff mixed in. Because me and her, during the month of October, we get together and we basically veg out, and the whole night is just a girls' night, and we watch movies in the lair here, because I got a TV in here, it's on the other wall, and we watch movies. We got surround sound and everything, a little mini fridge, so it's kind of, this place is kind of like a small apartment in a way. So me and her, we will, you know, we'll get a bunch of snacks, we'll get dinner, and then we veg out and we'll watch movie after movie after movie after movie, pretty much all night into the wee morning hours. And this was one of the movies that we watched, but we usually get like movies we've never seen. So it's kind of like a blind watching. So we Google it, and if we find something that it sounds kind of like, you know, we'll watch the trailers or whatever, or we'll, you know, read about it, because usually like Amazon or something, they will give a description of like what the movie is about. So we just do that, and it keeps it interesting, because then you're not watching the same old thing over and over again. And on Netflix, sometimes I can't find some of these movies, so this is just like a good little, you know, it's just kind of a fun way of doing things. But this movie came up, and it's called Teen Witch. And I believe, and this movie was really, really good. I mean, I didn't expect it to be so good, but it was good. It was, I guess this came out in 1989. So, yeah, 89. I haven't seen this movie before. But, it was a really good movie, and I recommend this movie. It's a fun movie. It's very light. And it's fun and funny, comical, with lots of romance. So if you guys like romance, there's romance in here, which I'm a sucker for romance movies. So, and romance books and everything. So yes, I recommend this in my witchy list of movies that's recommended. This one is called The Witches. Now this one, I didn't even know about either. And so I look it up, and this one came, like, last year this was the first time I've seen this one, and the first time I've ever seen this one. They came up under the same list. So I really enjoyed this movie a lot. This movie was really, really good. and it was fun to watch. So, it's really fun. That's all I can say. Sorry, I'm yawning again, and I'm trying not to yawn, but it's not working. I'm really getting tired, so. But anyways, this is The Witches is a really good movie, and I heard that they were going to remake this movie. And I'm having, I have a bad thing about remaking of movies. If they don't use the same characters or something, I feel like the movie isn't the same, and another thing is it depends on how they remake the movie. Depends on how, how they produce it, how it's filmed, all that good stuff, makes or breaks the movie pretty much. So it's important when you're gonna remake a movie that you can do it the right way, or else you could just ruin it. And then sometimes if you're as old as me, maybe you just won't watch the new one, the remake. Maybe some, because you're scared that there's a risk that it's gonna not be as good as the original. So I don't like it. I think it's sad when they have to do that. So, but this is another movie, another good movie for witches. If you're into the witchy stuff and you want to do a witchy night for Halloween or around Halloween, maybe do a theme of each night, like a werewolf night and a Frankenstein night and Tim Burton night or something, or like, Halloween favorites during October. This would be like one of the ones for like the witchy night that I would suggest. So it's very good. And then we have, this is the last one I have, The Witches of Eastwick. I really enjoy this one. This one is amazing. It is so cool, and it is fun and funny, and I really like it. So I recommend this one as well. And this one came out, I want to say, in the 90s as well. This was one that came up also on the list because I was looking up stuff. Anyways, I'm going to do like a witch, this is the witchy one, the witchy suggestion movie video. And then I'm going to do another video of like maybe Tim Burton films. Then I'm probably going to do another one maybe of Halloween DVDs. Recommendations. And then I'm thinking I might do like a paranormal one. And then I'm going to do a all-time favorite ones. And I'm going to try to do a vampire one. This year, me and my mother-in-law are going to do a blind thing of just vampire movies. And I'm thinking we're going to have to start soon watching them because, well, I went a little crazy and I bought a lot of them because they're kind of cheap, because they're older ones and I've never seen them before. So it's like kind of like a blind watching. Like, I could go down to the Red Box and I could spend $5 on a DVD, and you know what I mean? And then like, watch it and then have to return it. Or I could just spend $5 on a DVD and I can keep it forever. And yeah, maybe I'm not going to like it or whatever, but at least I can say I have a copy. I'm one of those people. I love to collect stuff, and I'm starting to collect a lot of vampire movies because I didn't know that there was so many. And I actually saw one. If you guys want to watch her channel, that's awesome too. Her name is The Gothic Alice, and she does recommendations as well for movies. And she does vampire movies. She'll do other, like, lists of things, like the best ones from 2020 or 2019. And then she did, like, some that were from the 90s and the 80s and 70s, I think it was. She's got all kinds of them, too, on there. So if you guys want to, like, check out her channel and stuff, that would be cool, too, because she's very, very nice. She's a very talented artist, and she's a very talented drawer. She draws really well, and she's an actual talented tattoo artist. You need to check her channel out. She's very awesome, and she's very artsy, and I just love her. She's so nice. So if you guys want to check out her channel, you should. One more witchy thing that I'm going to suggest, and this will take you a while to get through, but Charmed, not the new Charmed, but I'm talking with the Shannon Doherty Charmed, with the Holly Combe Charmed, with the Alyssa Milano Charmed, with Paige. I can never remember her real name, but all of those girls, those ones were the best ones ever. So if you guys want to check out this is my witchy suggestion. This is the end, but I have the Book of Shadows here, and it comes with like everything. Like it has like the inside of the cover, and there's pictures and stuff in there, and all kinds of good things. And I'm enjoying watching these. I watch them over and over again. It's one of my favorite witchy shows ever. And also Sabrina, and I'm talking about the old one, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That one was cute too. So if you guys want to check that out, The Good Witch is something, that's another good show. That one's nice. I haven't gotten into the new Sabrina stuff. I don't know if I care for that one too much. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention or watched it, so I'm not real sure if I'd like it or not. But these are some of my suggestions for movies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope to see you guys soon in my next videos. And be on the lookout. If you guys do like these video suggestions, I'll do more. I would really like to do more because, you know, the hauls are fun and everything, but they get kind of expensive. So if you guys, you know, I would love for you guys to like something else, you know, some more things of my channel, and I'm going to do some trial runs on some things, and maybe they will flop and maybe they won't be any good, but I kind of hope that maybe, you know, I could figure out what you guys want to watch or see. If you guys have any ideas, please leave them down in the descriptions below, and I'll see if I can make it happen, okay? Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and keep an eye out for like my Halloween suggestion movies that I would recommend you watch like for Halloween time, and that to keep Halloween alive every day of the year you can watch them. Also just keep an eye out for some other videos, because I'm going to have a lot more spooky stuff out. I'm also going to do some more videos on DVDs suggestions, like maybe I'll do a Frankenstein one. I don't have very much, I don't think, but just a short video on Frankenstein, because he's one of my favorites. And maybe Tim Burton suggestion one, and then maybe, well, I'll do the Halloween one for sure, and then maybe I'll do another video on some other monsters or something, or maybe some kid-friendly ones or something. If you guys want to see this, please leave the comments below in the description. I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys so much, and welcome to my channel, new and old subscribers. I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart, and thank you guys for subscribing and just giving me some love here on YouTube, because it's just like, it's a big world and I'm small. I'm just trying to make it. So, but anyways, thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I'll see you next time on Jennifer's Lair. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.